Alrighty, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about Saiyan Day, and more specifically my predictions for the Dokkan Fest that will be accompanying the celebration. Now, just in case those of you who maybe just got into the game this year, or you don't remember what Saiyan Day is, maybe you played like 8 years ago and this is your first year playing in a very long time, Saiyan Day is held on March 18th. So it has to do with the pronunciation of 318 and in Japanese, and that is why it is Saiyan Day. So in celebration of Saiyan Day, they always give us a Dokkan Fest, and that is sort of the celebration from the middle of the month, right? All kinds of fun stuff going on, usually infinite trackable history, new difficult stage events. Not like, usually it's not like new events, but it's new like fights and stuff like that to do. In existing events, right? Like we might see like infinite trackable history. There will obviously be new EZAs. But we're not going to be seeing like a 10th anniversary level where it's like, you know, 5 different difficult events coming out at the same time. So what I want to talk about today in specific is could the Dokkan Fest potentially be? Now, I'm sure most of you watching this video, what category do you think I'm looking at right now, right? I'll flash it on the screen real quick. But typically, I saw a funny tweet where it was like, guys, I just realized they do a Saiyan every year for Saiyan Day, right? But like on a real note, it's like, and obviously, for Saiyan Day, they do a Pure Saiyan every year. So what we have to look at is common themes between TURs that they do for Saiyan Day. So every single year for Saiyan Day, it is also a TUR character. So in 2024, we had a base form into Super Saiyan Vegeta. If we go to 2023, we had God Goku, who's right here. In 2022, we had old Majin Vegeta. Where are you? Where the hell's Majin Vegeta? There he is. I don't know why I couldn't find him. I'm used to the JP release where these guys came out first. Majin Vegeta was 2022, and then for 2021, we had Int Broly, and then for 2020, going back 5 years ago, crazy to say, we had AGL Bardock. So, the most common thing here is Vegeta, right? Vegeta has appeared twice on this list, and, or was it twice? Yeah, Majin Vegeta, and then, what is it? Yeah, Majin Vegeta, and then Transforming Vegeta, and then the years in between that being Broly and Goku, right? So Vegeta typically is like who you would think of when you think of just like a straight up pure Saiyan, right? Because, you know, Goku does have that sort of like, you know, earth in him, if you will, right? Where he's not like he's not like repping Planet Vegeta and stuff like that and all those things in the series. He's kind of just like, yo, I'm from Earth, but I'm also like, he didn't even know he was a Saiyan for a long time, right? So, you know, you kind of think of Vegeta when the first thing comes to mind for pure Saiyans. So one character that we can kind of scratch off the list right away, the first thing I should say, this character right here, Daima Vegeta, this would have been like my slam dunk pick. Like Daima Vegeta Mini, like I thought for sure this was going to be the Saiyan Day Dokkan Fest. But unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, it was not. So this leads to a lot of potential options for what Saiyan Day could be, right? I think first and foremost, like you guys know the thumbnail you clicked on this video, I think Super Saiyan 4, potentially Goku, is a really good pick because Daima could use the help, and Giant 8 Power right now is in this position where it's one character away. Like, it's literally one character away. So if we do this, we pull you up, we go to Giant 8 Power, that is like easily to me like the slam dunk. Like, this is like, if you want to get Giant 8 Power rolling right now, this is what you do. So we have this Goku, this Vegeta, right? The Super Saiyan 4s, Scouter Vegeta, and then the EZAs for Golden Week, and then you have like a solid setup. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, and then where are the 2 down here? 4 and 5, right? So we're missing that 6th option on this team. Now, you know, some people, I'm not one of them. They are, you know, sticking their necks out for this character. This is the guy. This is who we like. He easily can be right on the team. He can't. Can you clear events with him? Yes, but guess what? Like, I don't. This is gonna end up in a tangent, so I gotta be quick with this. Like, just because you get a clear with a bad character on the team doesn't mean that like a character is back or he is like just completely terrorizing the run, right? It's like, no, it's like most of the time you need RNG to go your way, and that's the only way it's gonna work. It's like, oh yeah, I got lucky and the slot 1 super never really happened, so oh, this guy's back, right? It's like, oh, and until turn 4, he's like, once this guy gets his like real support going, he's back, right? Like, no. I understand that people really like this character, but it's just not there for me. So we just need an outright new Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I think that the first edition of this should be mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so that way we can save the version of Super Saiyan 4 adult and Goma, and then potentially an adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta should be potentially like, you know, Golden Week or Tanabata or potentially the Worldwide Download Celebration. I don't think that we need to just do like the most hype stuff from Daima like right now, because that boat has already sailed, right? Like Daima ended last week, almost 2 weeks ago to this point. So it's like they didn't capitalize on the Daima as it was ongoing, and that happens, right? Like it's just, they probably could, right? Because guess what? Daima ended and we got this guy who we learned about weeks ago, right? So it's like, now that the embargo, I guess, quote unquote, is lifted, like we're gonna start seeing Daima stuff. So I'm definitely thinking Super Saiyan 4 Goku Mini is probably my top choice, but like it's not impossible that we get something else, right? Something that I think people wouldn't really be like a huge fan of, and this is a shot in the dark, right? Like I doubt they do this, but like imagine for Saiyan Day they do like a tag Kale and Caulifla, right? That would be like a reversible exchange. Maybe they fuse into Kefla. I don't know. I think that could be cool, but I highly doubt that's going to be the case, right? Like that's a huge stretch. But it's really tough to tell right now who I think that the Saiyan Day prediction could be. I guess here's a fun one, right? I'm kind of just doing this as I'm looking here at the category. Where is he? 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 You right here. So I think this could potentially be cool, right? A Kaioken times 10 Goku from the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament. If you just want to go with the pure Saiyan. I know a lot of people want this to be like accompanied by a hit, but typically with Saiyan Day, it's not like you get like a part 2 LR for Saiyan Day, right? It's a little bit different. I believe it's just like the next release would be like a legendary summon character, but it's not in terms of like, it's not part of the Saiyan Day celebration, right? Let me pull up the banners just so let me double check them. Yeah, so looking at the global schedule here, you guys can see we had SSR Vegeta, right? This is the Saiyan Day banner. We'll talk about who will be on the banner probably when the character gets confirmed, but we'll talk about that later. It's not important for this video. So, you guys can see here, category summon, Extreme Z Awakening summon. We will see this for whoever EZAs, and then they hopped into the New Year's characters, which obviously came out on global this year at the same time because of the sync. And we go over here, and you guys can see that a legendary summon did not come all the way until March 15th or April 15th. I can't talk. And you guys can see this is clearly like this. So this was not part of Saiyan Day, right? This Goku here, because that was literally a month later, right? That's not how these celebrations work. Like, imagine like anniversary. So just kind of put this into perspective with like another celebration, right? You have the anniversary with I don't even remember who part 1 was. Vegito and the 2 other Carnival LRs, right? And then we don't get Gogeta and company like a month later. Like usually there's like a 2-week gap in between. So that's usually how that would go. So you guys could probably infer from that this is not part of Saiyan Day, right? So that all makes sense. So yeah, there's only going to be this specific banner. So like a hit could potentially come, but it would not be part of this specific like Saiyan Day celebration, right? And I think that would be pretty cool. A Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku from the Universe 6 or Universe 7 tournament. An update for that would be really cool. I think the voice active skill for that one would be sick because, you know, especially if like you prefer the game in dub, you'd get like a good Shemmel scream. You know, the Kaioken's times 10 is really good. And then obviously Nozawa is the GOAT as well. She would do a very good job as well. But kind of looking at this, maybe we kind of revisit like maybe Goku from the PyCon tournament, and then this guy finally gets his EZA. I doubt it though, because typically what they don't really like to, you know, EZA the exact name character, right? So it's like, sometimes this can happen, but like when you look, you might be thinking like Gogeta and Vegito EZA during the 10-year, but like this isn't just like base Vegito, and this isn't just like base Gogeta, right? Like these are characters that have to fuse to get there, because it's like if they do a Super Kaioken Goku that isn't transforming, this guy would potentially EZA, and then they just wouldn't link, right? So it's like I could see that maybe being something that we see, but I highly doubt it. It's just really tough this year. I think that Saiyan Day really is going to be very heavily focused on Daima. But again, it could be something else, right? Maybe this is always like a cope one, but what about like a God Vegeta from the Broly movie? This is always one that people talk about. I would like this for sure because he could either have an intro animation or a transformation animation, and his God transformation in the Broly movie is one of the cleanest transformations in the series, right? Because it's just kind of different from what you think about when you're normal Dragon Ball transformation, right? The way it's kind of just like clean, there's not really much, you know, voice acting going on, because, you know, typically you think of like a Dragon Ball transformation, you know, it's like the long ha and all that, and with this one, it's just not. So would be very clean, would have really good animations, right? This guy's animations are neat because they came out during the Broly movie celebration, which, you know, had state-of-the-art animations at the time, right? Like, you know, we were all going crazy over this guy's animations and Gogeta's at the time. It might not be much now, but at least looking at what it was in 2019 was definitely very different. And last but not least, for my last prediction, I think Wrathful Broly would be a very good pick as well, right? We haven't seen a base form Broly from the Broly movie since, what was the last? So if we go, because it's like, we think about Dragon Ball Super Broly, it's this guy, right? Yeah. Because the LR from last year, this was the base form. This guy was 5th anniversary, so that EZA does not count. And then this is a base Broly, but we're talking about Dragon Ball Super Broly. So a little bit different. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is the most recent version of base Broly, and then obviously we have the Wrathful version. Then I guess potentially, like, if they wanted to have some fun with it, we could see the Super EZA for this Wrathful version, right? Because what this should be, in theory, is this guy's EZA, right? Because this is just dumb, right? I'm happy that this didn't become a trend. Like, at the time, it was cool, right? But definitely just not how you should be designing characters. Like, there's no point in doing this, right? It's just like, oh, cool, we get a TUR that's level 140 off of RIP. Like, yeah, that's awesome, but like, this in actual use, it's like, okay, so this character is just going to be, you know, dead for more years than they should be, because the Super EZA for this guy, we have no idea when that could be. But there we go, right? So to wrap this up, I think my lead prediction is Super Saiyan 4 Goku from Daima, whether it be the mini version or the adult. Universe 6 versus Universe 7, Kaioken Goku, I think we could potentially see. And then my last two would be God Vegeta from the Broly movie, and then what is it? Why can't I talk? Wrathful Broly. So let me know down below what you guys think. Who are your Saiyan Day predictions? I'm probably missing an obvious one, but it is just for fun. It's like, let's just talk about it, and we'll probably start getting teasers very soon. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.